I am Samita. I am an eco-entrepreneur, a fashion designer and academic. I live and work out of Melbourne, Australia. But you know what? With my e-commerce store, AoDA Eco Gifts Online, I have followers and clients all over the world. So join me. How time flies. We are already in March, barely a month away from Easter. I'm sure some of you have started your Easter shopping. For instance, these little fellows, your Easter hampers and baskets, and also Easter eggs. And I'm also sure post-Easter, some of this would end up in the landfill. So why not do things a little differently this year? You know, recycle your waste and make it into Easter decorations. How? Join me. So project 1. See, I have got heaps of shredded paper here. And you would ask me, Samita, where do you get your shredded paper from? So this is basically packaging. So you see, at AoDA, we prefer not to use bubble wrap if we can. And when these beauties come to me, you know, my wooden toys from my family of toy makers, they would usually come packaged in this kind of shredded paper. So what we would do is now we would sift through all of this shredded paper and we would segregate them into different colors. And if you do not have shredded paper, all you have to do is you have to put your old documents, your invoices, flyers, etc. through a shredder, and you would have plenty of shredded paper. For instance, I've just got an idea. So I had someone sending me a beautiful gift in this green wrapping paper. You know, when I look at this, I don't see a green wrapping paper. I see grass. So if you put this green wrapping paper through a shredder, you would get green grass. So as I always say, open your third eye, you know, exercise your imagination. Now we have segregated shredded paper into different colors. So we've got the white paper here, and we will use this to make a bunny pinata. So for instance, I have a cardboard here. So the cardboard is essentially a repurposed mailer. So you can see it's still got, you know, the Australia Post's label on it, but doesn't matter, that will be covered. So now I'll draw the template of a bunny. So what's Easter without some eggs? Colored eggs, to be specific. And you do not have to use chemical colors to be able to decorate your eggs. Just raid your pantry. Your pantry is a treasure trove of vegetable dyes. So what I have used here, I have used turmeric. Turmeric is one of the strongest vegetable dyes available. If you want a strong yellow orange kind of color, you should use turmeric. So I have poured some hot water on turmeric and soaked some eggs in the magic potion, and this is tea. Now if you have tea that you were about to throw out, which is it's like, you know, it's past the use by date, you can use that tea to dye all your clothes, your textiles, your laces. We do it all the time at AoDA. If you want your laces and textiles to have that nice vintage kind of look, you know, the light brown, the sepia kind of tone, make use of tea, soak it in tea water. So, tea, and I have poured again some boiling water, and make sure that the eggs are nicely immersed. And I quite like these specks, you know, the tea is kind of latching on to the eggs, and I like the textured look. And you would ask me how long? Really depends how strong you want the color to be. So, that's your turmeric water tea. You could also use beetroot, which in itself is a very strong color. Indigo would normally, my mum and my grandmum would use it to whiten the clothes after washing. So, it is a whitening agent in the laundry, but indigo is also a very strong dye, and so is charcoal. So, these are natural dyes that your children or yourself you can use to dye a fabric, tie and dye a fabric. You can play around with all kinds of vegetable dyes. So, now I will make an Easter centerpiece. Now, remember the shredded paper, the green colored shredded paper? So, I use that, and that will be my grass. This is slightly minty, but you know, not exactly grass green, but hey, that would be my artistic license. So that's my grass. And if there's grass, the bunny has to be somewhere. So I'll put the bunny here. Remember the eggs, this one's become a little brown with, you know, it's kind of covered with bits and pieces of tea, so that one goes in here. The next one comes here, pat dry with a little bit of kitchen towel. So you see, even the kitchen towel is catching the color. So there you go. Let me see. Yeah, I think with turmeric, it's catching the color gradually. You can draw some, maybe an eye or smiley face or a happy face, and you can put your eggs here. So there you go. That could be your centerpiece for Easter. But you know what? I feel the eggs are looking a little naked. Let's do something about it. So I mentioned the eggs are looking a little bald. You know what? I have decided I'd make some beanies for the eggs. So I got hold of this tube. You know, I think this came inside a wrapping paper. So what I have done is I have cut little pieces out of this cardboard tube. But you can, you know, if you've been binge shopping for toilet rolls in 2020, so don't throw away the tubes that come, you know, the inside the toilet rolls. So you could do so much with those tubes, the cardboard tubes inside your toilet rolls. You could make these kind of rings out of the toilet rolls as well. And I use, since I attend a lot of trade shows, I get these exhibitor badges. So this one's from Go Festival. Thank you, Susan. Susan Dibbs organizes Go Festival. So I'll cut the ribbon, and I've got a couple actually. Probably I have more. So you can use ribbons, or you can use leftover wool also, and I cut it, you know, in pieces. So there you go. Cut it again. What fun. And where's the little diskettes that, yes, so probably I have cut it too short. I'd keep it a little big. So there you go, you can cut the ribbon and fold it twice over, cut it again. So you remember the bunting that we made on Valentine's Day from recycled hessian that I saved from the floral bouquets? If you do not, then I'll put it in the cards. You can go back and watch that video. Now, I wouldn't be me if I asked you to abandon the bunting after just one use. So let's recycle the bunting. So just flip it over. Use the reverse. So take a little, a childlike, a more green, a more colorful, more Easter kind of video, and do exactly what I had done with the earlier one. So my nozzle has gotten stuck, so I'm using this chopstick to put my glue. So you go ahead and take a piece of paper, wrapping paper. So this is a little remnant of some gift wrapping paper that I had with me, or you can take offcuts of fabric, do accordion pleating and cut out some eggs and some bunnies from here. So I cut out some eggs. You could cut out some bunnies as well. So let me cut out some eggs. And just as we did with Valentine's Day, what we did with the hearts, so we can put these eggs here, eggs, bunnies, carrots, whatever you like, something that's got something to do with Easter. So there you go. So that brings us to the end of our Easter video part 1. If you are a maker or a crafter and would like to be featured on our channel, send me a DM. If you happen to know a maker or crafter or an artisan community, let us know, and we would connect with them one way or another. And if you haven't already, subscribe. You know what? Your subscriptions, your likes, your comments, your shares help us produce quality videos like these and bring them to you. So this is Samita signing off today. Bye for now. Be with us next week. We'll catch you next week with another awesome video. Bye for now. Till next week. Bye.